Chicago Transit Authority, under an apprenticeship program, it is for convicted felons. So that's what I do. I clean trains. I get paid $9.50 an hour, which is far less than a regular employee of CTA would receive. But I get free transportation and I have a job to go to every day. I only contributed harm for about the first 25 years of my life. I terrorized society, and God save anyone who tried to love me in those years. My father tried very hard to instill work ethic. I had to mow the lawn. I had to do things like this to get money, even though he had a lot of money. But there was no amount of that was going to be all right. I started selling drugs because I want to make it now, when I was very young, like 16. I've been mandated to rehabs. I mean, the judges, the courts, the probation officers, parole officers, PINS officers, they all tried. I mean, my parents, the schools. One would throw me out for selling drugs, and my dad would pay more money to put me in a better one. It got to the point where it consumed my every waking thought, my every waking action. That's what I did all day long. And I was dying. I was extreme, to the point of physical death almost, let alone complete lack of insanity. And I just woke up one day, rolled over, looked at my empty boyfriend, looked at my empty crack pipe, my empty bottle, and said, dude, I'm going to rehab.
And Purple Line train here at Howard. This is the last and final stop. Please remember on your personal.
When you spend your whole life subnormal, not a part of society, you tend to feel worthless. And to give back to that society that you've caused so much destruction to. And it's a big part. Even just working a job, just showing up at a job every day and earning a paycheck and showing up on time and smiling and being grateful that you have that job. You know, just, it allows you to feel purposeful. And I don't know. They've got till December to figure out if they're going to keep me. So we'll see. For now, I just keep going to work. This is my safety vest. Was what sparked that conversation. Make sure I have money for lunch.
My story is probably typical. Grew up on the west side of Chicago. Had a lot of ups and downs. It was really rough and tumble at times. There's a lot of violence, shooting, gang banging, a lot of drugs, drug use, drug selling. I got involved with drugs probably when I was about 17. How to escape some of the madness that was going on around me. And it ended up leading to more madness. I was convicted of 2 crimes back in 1994 was my last one. It was a drug felony with intent to distribute. Last year around November, I checked myself into a rehab center at Loretto Rehabilitation Center, and I've been clean since November 15th of 2007. I learned my lesson way back then. I'm just trying to do better.
Family I don't talk to anymore. Oh wait, I talk to them, they don't talk back.
When I was growing up, I always said I would never drink, I would never do drugs, I would never smoke, you know, and the Army basically is where I got introduced to most everything. There's a story behind each and every one of them. Find yourself going against your beliefs, your own personal beliefs, and not somebody else's. So you could say I evolved into an alcoholic. I'm a person that loves life. I love everything. You know, I love the world. The world just amazes me, and everywhere I've been. And then there was days where I didn't want to do shit. You know, I just wanted to literally lay down in a field and die.
There's nothing for me to blame it on. I grew up in the upper class. I stole a lot of money, and I put most of it in a pipe, a needle, a bottle. by the time I got done. I spent 15 years on hard drugs. I could not feel those things. I did not have emotions. I will never be normal. I mean, my experiences are already there.
My father was incarcerated most of my childhood years, so I never saw much of him. I got involved with drugs probably when I was about 17. You had an option, either make $500 a day or go sit in the classroom and make nothing. And to put that choice on a young man's life is kind of obvious. Just sent straight to the county, spent there 2 weeks, overcrowded, not a place to sleep, just kind of have to find you a corner. You pick these things up at early ages, so you have no choice but to make bad decisions until you learn better.
When I started smoking cocaine, that drug was so powerful, I became, no thought but that drug. My kids one day said, Mom, we're hungry. There's no food in the house. I think it took me a longer time to love myself from that than it was for them.
Beekeeper. Yes, I'm a beekeeper. It beats walking the streets. It beats walking the galleries in jails, penitentiaries. You know, I'm an ex-offender, but I didn't give up. I didn't give up.
Society, we could be. I really wish there was more help.